We've talked a bit about the fear and anxiety and so on and so forth, and I think off camera before we was chatting, and I told you I've had anxiety for a long time. What are the how have you overcome those fears or those challenges? Is there anything you do? Is there a point where they were that bad you thought, Jesus Christ, how do I get through this? Or have you kind of always just kind of sailed through it, found the answers?
So I've never sailed through it. I'm definitely a worrier. I definitely get anxiety.
Yeah.
I'm lucky I've got the gym. So the gym for me is my. I always talk about, and we talk about it in the new campaign with Bugsy about finding your answers.
Yeah.
I think I find my answers in the gym. I go in the gym stressed, and I get onto the squat rack, and I'm stressed, and I come out feeling better.
Yeah.
I feel like things I do in the gym, even if it's a small achievement, it makes things easier.
Yeah.
And I'm one of those people who I don't bottle things up. So I'll go home and I will rant.
Yeah.
And I'll let it out.
And who do you rant to? Your missus?
My wife.
Yeah. Who else could you rant to?
Nobody.
Your missus?
Nobody. No, to be fair, I used to do it to my first employee, who I don't do it as much to now.
Yeah.
But yeah, my wife. And she's seen me in some ridiculous rants.
Yeah.
And usually something small will happen at home and that'll kick me off. But what I'm really ranting about is work or stress or pressure.
Yeah.
And it's just, and I think that helps me, that I don't bottle it up, so it doesn't build up in me.
Yeah.
But I definitely get anxious. I'm definitely a born worrier. And I try to change a number of times through my career.
Yeah.
And I find that it's better just accepting who I am.
Yeah.
And just managing it.
Yeah, I'm at the same stage. Do you kind of embrace the anxiety?
Because I embrace it. I used to detest it. It makes me who I am, I think.
Yeah. Well, I used to be afraid of it.
Yeah.
I used to be scared, and I think that bred more anxiety.
Yeah.
I think I'm not as anxious anymore because I realise there's got to be something different about you that makes you different.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
With every yin, there's a yang. With a
Totally
positive,
agree.
there's a negative. You can't have all the positives of I don't know, being successful, if that's the best phrase, if you've got to take the negative that comes with it. And I think anxiety is a big driver.
And I think a big thing about why my marriage works, my wife is the most chilled out, laid back person.
Right.
We don't even talk about work.
Right.
I mean, she'll know about some stuff that I'm doing.
Yeah.
But even throughout when I was, it was just me and my founder, and through the really hard years, didn't talk about work.
Yeah.
And I'll go home and I'll tell her this problem and I'll build it up to it's impossible to solve. And she's like, yeah, but you've done it before.
Yeah.
Just do this, you'll do it again. And I guess what I have found is the more challenges I overcome and the more problems I get through and see a way around it, the more confident and less anxious I become.
Yeah.
And I think I'm also good at, when something happens and it's a negative, I blow up immediately. And I think I've got 10 steps ahead. So I think the worst thing, so if you think of the worst thing, I'll multiply that by 10.
Yeah.
And that's where it's going to end up.
Yeah.
And it never does.
Yeah.
And then the next day, I've always got into a position where I'm looking at it as a positive.
Yeah.
So I can turn a negative eventually into something positive, and that's always happened.